Well, hey, beautiful soul. This is Michelle with Upgrade in Progress. I got pulled out of another meditation to share a download, and I guess when I start to see recurring patterns, I guess that's when I'm getting, I guess, compelled and pulled to share, as opposed to like why I didn't share before, maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, seems like the theme that's been kind of running with me lately is this thing that I shared with before and something I posted on, and it's stillness movement. But in my meditation right now, it went a little bit further. It was like I was shown that it's not a everybody needs to, but it's the looking around and recognizing that all of the signs are pointing for us to stop, to just stop. And I think that's how I was translating it into this stillness movement. But today it was more stop. And again, that movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, came to me. And as you can tell, as time goes on, it's already kind of starting to fade. But it was about just stopping and, oh, I know, I'm getting back in it. That perspective of when I go into higher consciousness, i.e. in these meditations, gosh, now it's kind of coming flooding back to me. Going into that stillness in my heart, I have, since the past few years that I've been doing this, and I shared, I kept saying I'm going in. I put my headphones on and pick my music and get my space and my body comfortable and relax, and it's a whole ritual. But my point is like, here recently, rather than saying I'm going in, I've been saying I'm going home. And I've been saying that more and more. I say it to myself, like, I'm going home. Because there's just such profound energies, experiences, occurrences, downloads happening in this state, that it is how we help. So, back to the stop. It seems like everybody's being called to just stop. And I don't even want to say meditation. I don't want to offend anybody, because I think this is all, different ways for us to reflect on. But the stopping, as in stop and just take a deep breath and go, okay, the world that I'm living in today, everybody is wearing a mask. And everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are fearful. And in that world that I see, where everybody is masking up, what I see on the news and what I hear in the world and what everybody is telling me is that everybody needs to be wearing a mask. That's what the world is telling us. So I think the stopping is just about the world that is on the outside of us right now is telling us that anybody who's not wearing a mask is wrong, is selfish, is spreading disease, is not compliant, is not a good human. The government, everybody is telling us that right now. As a person who is not wearing a mask for whatever reasons, but knowing in my heart that I would never ever harm a human being, and knowing that I have intelligence and discernment and the ability to go, I would never harm another. But I also can't be manipulated, and I also can't be pulled, and that's where the great divide is. So back to the stopping to just realize that the world that we're living in literally is telling you, you must wear a mask, and anybody who isn't is bad. Just stop and kind of breathe that in, because that's what you're being told. That's what we're all being told. But yet, that doesn't sound like a very fair world. That doesn't sound like the world that I've come to know and love, because there was always the ability to take into consideration. Now, I just mean that this is actually global. This is all encompassing now. This is the great divide. The great divide, literally. Because everywhere, whether it's the news, it's stars, the celebrities, famous people, everybody is telling you that you must wear a mask. The entire world. Despite the fact that this virus has a 99.94% survival rate. Regardless of that, you must wear a mask or you are a bad person. So this is where the stop comes in, because even I can feel the energy and the emotion of that, and therein lies the lesson. So it's hard to get to that lesson unless we can stop and go, everybody in themselves go, okay, I must wear a mask. Or just, kind of think out that process. But what it came down to me is for everybody to have the ability to just stop for a moment, to reflect on the world that's around us and detach from the reasons why you're doing it, but be able to see it from a much bigger perspective. Everybody, you are either good or bad. This is the world that is presented in front of us. So the download, I think, was just, should we really be encouraging? I feel like we should be encouraging people to just stop, to just stop, to be able to take that moment to think for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with if you choose to then wear a mask, because that, I think, is the world that we all want. It's not about the mask, it's about the choice. But that's been taken away. And is that the world that you want? And if the answer is no, then I think it's time to stop and breathe and shift, because the resolution to what's occurring is not found in the energy of whatever divide you fall on. The resolution falls in a very different energy, and we can't get into that energy really unless we shift somehow. So that was my download for today, and it seems pretty profound. So that's all my life is right now. It is about the balance of stillness and going in and listening. And right now it's home. It's home. So I love you guys. I'm going back home. See you soon.